What's going on, YouTube? Oh man, I actually stretched when I said that one this time. It was like a yawn stretch. What's going on, guys? What is going on? It is literally like 3 months after the last video I recorded. That's been such a long time, and yeah. So I finally got a game in at the dojo. Now let's I'm gonna just cut the crap, cut the bullshit. Yeah, I have a negative response on 1.2, 1.3, whatever, right? But I'm trying not to be negative. I'm trying to just have a good time and enjoy this. So I haven't played. It was, it was Christmas. It was New Year's. I started my new project, which is this comic book, and I'm enjoying the comic book a lot. I might at the end plug in one of the pictures that I have, one of the pages I have that I'm drawing. I will just put it up. I can put it up right now. Actually, that's fine. But anyways. God damn. In the distance I could hear the fucking ambulance coming. Anyways, anyway, sorry, I just kinda like started rambling there for a minute. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this picture up right here, and you guys can see this one's really interesting because this is the second page of the book. This is where I'm at drawing wise. Obviously there's no text in this drawing, there's no color in this drawing, there's a lot of blue lines on because it still has a couple more things I have to process in. I have to go into the coloring phase, and I have to put in the text bubbles in Photoshop and blah blah blah, whatever, you guys know. Anyways, this is where I'm at. But yes, there are goblins in this fucking comic book. How exciting is that? I'm putting fucking goblins in there. They're gonna be cunning and assholes and everything that I always believe goblins should be. But anyways, let's move on. It's not about my damn comic book today. It's about this damn game against Brian Hughes. Brian Hughes actually called me up, and he just said, dude, let's play a game. Now, I haven't really been going to the dojo. I haven't been asking anybody to play. I haven't been having like the desire to. I got my ass kicked last time I played against my brother, and that was in November. And that's how long that ass whooping has lasted. But I was like, you know what? I gotta shake off the dust. If I am going to Spain, now I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Right now, Spain's kind of on rocky waters. We don't know if Spain's going or not going because Team Mexico's on rocky waters. That's what I meant. Excuse me. Team Mexico's on rocky waters. We can't find that fourth fucking Mexican, and it's really driving the morale down. And it's also the change of the rules has driven the morale of the team down. So it's kind of just been like everywhere. Anyways. So Brian calls me and he's like, let's play a game. And I'm like, you know what, dude, I'm gonna play a game. And you know what I really came down to it, I had a conversation with my brother, I had a conversation with Mike Hernandez, I had a conversation with a bunch of other guys from Chicagoland area that play in the Midwest tournament scene. And what it came down to it is I enjoy playing this game with friends. And on a competitive level, I don't believe that 1.3 is where I want it to be. Truthfully. I don't feel like the Orcs and Goblins are a good army to use right now, truthfully. And you guys might prove me wrong, and I'm going to ask you guys for help. I'm going to ask you guys for, like, let me see the light. Let me see what you guys see. But I'm playing for fun. I'm playing for a good time, and that's why I'm making this video, and that's where my enthusiasm is starting to spark back in. So the Gauntlet is coming around. I'm throwing that tournament in February, and that's where people are getting ready to play. I've been battling for 3 minutes and 40 seconds, so I'm going to go ahead and start showing you what we have on our army, and I'll explain everything else on the way as we go. So, first off, we're going to go ahead and start off with what did I bring to the table. So I got my Boar Boys of the Boarpocalypse. I got 6 of them. They still have the banner, Mechanox Totem banner. I'm going to turn off any magical items that anybody's unit might have. I got 30 cave goblins with bows. There's no longer short bows, it's just straight bows. And they have one character in there. The one character that's in that unit has the freaking orc bow. What the hell's the name of it? The one that makes you move and shoot and give you quick fire, basically. Multi-shot, lightning bow, whatever it is. So there's 30 of them. They all got quick to fire. That's kind of cool. Over here, I got, you see that big motherfucker? That's a mangler squig. Yes, I brought a wrecking team. I got 6 cave trolls. I have shit all blurred in the background because, you know what? I'm too lazy to take a real picture. So I got the 2 giants over here. My two Gore-Tex model giants. One of they're the same. I don't know why I was going to point them out. But the one on the left is called the Chia Pet. The one on the right is the Shadow Behemoth. Over here, I got 5 Goblin Wolf Riders on wolves. And then I got my block. I didn't even take a real picture of it because it's not even worth taking a real picture of. But I got my block of 30 feral orc Ed Bashers with spears and the big Stabadon. Up a hill right there, I got King Koopa. And then I also have a Diet Coke. But besides the Diet Coke, I have General Zod, kneel before Zod. Now, King Koopa's armor has changed a bit, and you guys always ask me, what do I put on Koopa and shit? Dude, I don't know what he's on him right now. He has, like, the plates of Tuk Tek, the sword that goes through armor. He has poison, whatever. Zod has the 1-up, and then you have to reroll any wounds against him. Zod is a badass still. I still love Zod. And then I got the Chicken Rock. Now, I do have 2 fanatics that are inside the unit of the 30 goblins, and they do have nets. I think I just took nets because I couldn't like figure out what else I want to put like fucking 50 points in core for. I was like, I don't know what the fuck. I can't put more orcs. There's no more points of putting in orcs. And I was like, what's the fucking point of making like, I don't know, whatever it is, like fucking 11 or 12 more goblins? Might as well just put nets. So whatever. As for my opponent, Brian, he has the Dwarves. Now, if you guys notice, I have no magic, and Brian has no magic. This is kind of what I'm noticing as a pattern. It's not only me. I mean, like I see this everywhere. I'm not knocking the guys who made the rules for 1.3 for the magic, but I do notice that there's a big decline in magic, and it's kind of apparent. So I'm just gonna go ahead and point it out. I'm just pointing out because maybe, just maybe, that somebody's watching. It's like, you know what, James is right. We need to fix our magic. But anyways, the dwarves, they have their lord on a shield there. His other guy is a slayer. Whichever one's the higher one, a demon slayer or some shit. And then the guy on the right's the BSB. Over here he has a unit of skirmishing slayers, about like 15 of them it looks like, roughly. Over here he has a block of about 20-ish more slayers that are not skirmishing. They're just fucking running around beating the shit out of whatever. And then another block of 20-ish slayers. The one thing that sucks to me is with slayers in the past, I never had to worry about them because either A, I could shoot them to death and hit them with magic missiles before I get into a fight, or B, like that one game I had in Brawler's Bash where I actually had the Nashers eat them all right before they even got to attack, and then they just got their "here, you're coming with me." So that was kind of interesting. That I didn't really have a way to take care of them in mass. Like he has so many in mass that I don't know how to handle it. And to top it off, like, this is the army. I should not be playing with my list. Everything's like super dangerous to my monsters. He has a unit of rangers with crossbows that skirmish, another unit of rangers with crossbows that skirmish, and then he has 3 sets of miners, and then he had a block of longbeards or ironbreakers or whatever they are, but I don't have a picture of them. Actually, there's miners. There they are. They're warriors with great weapons, I think. He has 2 units of them, I guess. Anyways, no war machines, very little shooting. Wow, it's going to be close combat versus close combat. I have no war machines. I have no magic. This is going to be really fast. So let's get into it. And I've wasted 8 minutes just talking about how this is going to be like everything before this. So, as you can see, this is how we lined up. We put a building in the right in the middle, and that actually caused us to funnel on the right. My idea originally, first off, I'm gonna claim this right now. I made the mistake of not measuring out how everybody is, so the one giant had nowhere to go. But the good news is I didn't put everybody on the line, on the 12-inch line. We're playing battle line, so I decided to put the one giant crooked to fit in the front, and I figured, I'm not going to charge anybody on round 1. Well, the one thing that Brian has is his whole army vanguards. Every unit vanguards. So I wasn't expecting that, and I didn't have anywhere for my giant to go to face off. Anyways, I originally placed, I believe I placed the goblins first to see, no, I didn't want to place the goblins yet because I wanted to see where he's putting his slayers. I want to shoot the slayers down with the goblins. That's all I really have to take care of slayers before they get to me, is the fucking goblins and the fucking gargantula. Which, this is great, because this is the kind of game that allows me to see the flaws in my list. anyways, as you can see, so this is kind of how I put it. I think I just decided I was going to try to overload the right side with monsters and trolls to so he couldn't handle them all at once, and that was my goal. What ended up happening here was I ended up putting the chicken rock a little too far from the leadership bubble, which that happened. And then on the left side, which you can't see, there's Koopa and the Wolf Riders. I put the Wolf Riders way out there. Oh, you could see it. Here you go. I put the Wolf Riders way out there, though, just to kind of like confuse him on where I was going to go ahead and deploy, and he decided to deploy everything by the building here. But, yeah, anyways. So he starts vanguarding up. He starts using his scouts, and they're going to pop up, and it's going to go ahead and start off turn 1, and he got turn 1 because he deployed everything. So turn 1, Dwarven, well, let's see what name, Slayer Dwarfs. Slayer Dwarfs, turn 1. Slayer Dwarfs, turn 1. He goes ahead and he, like, moves everybody up, like so. He's trying to measure it so I don't charge him on anything, which is fine. The one thing I have right now that's a major threat is the wrecking team. So he kind of knows that, but he has a couple rangers to deal with that. So there is no magic. We're going to go to shooting. Shooting phase! These rangers take a couple shots. Both sets of rangers take a shots at my wrecking team. They do 2 wounds total. So I still have 1 wound left. I'm going to live, and that is it for his turn. It's going to go ahead and start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins, turn 1. Orcs and Goblins, turn 1. I go ahead and declare a charge with Koopa. Was it Koopa? Oh, I failed the frenzy check. That's what it was. I failed the frenzy check with my savages. My savages charged rangers that were right in front of him. He decided to flee, and he fled through his slayers, and they're going to go ahead back there, and my orcs just stumble forward like assholes. So I got a failed charge. So I go ahead and I move up Koopa. I move the Wolf Riders closer to this side, and I decide to move everybody up, trying to give myself 1 turn to readjust and give myself space. Because I didn't give myself space. I let the Mangler go up forward. He only needed like 14 or 15 inches, but he decided to go like 12. And he didn't go far enough to his Slayers, which that kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Anyways, and that's how it looks. I decided I needed my Wolf Riders all the way on the right side with the monsters to kind of get a redirect, but I did not keep them close enough since I put them far off to the left. They are nowhere near for a redirect, and it's going to be hard as hell to find a crack for them to go into. So shooting phase, again, no magic. Shooting phase, we're going to go to web launch. I'm going to try to web launch some Slayers. I missed horribly. I go ahead and I shoot with the freaking goblins here with the bows, and I end up killing off only 2 Slayers that were skirmishing. They were the only ones I could reach, and that's it. It's going to go ahead and start off turn 2, Slayer Dwarves. Brian Dwarves! Alright, turn 2, he starts having scouts pop up. One pops up over here, and then this one right here, this motherfucker, pops up right in my way of the chicken rock. I actually was looking at it. I even told him I could see one move that would royally screw me, and this one was it. He put him right here as chaff in front of my chicken rock, which I was going to charge in the next turn. So it doesn't help me at all. I was hoping that maybe, just maybe, they could fail a terror check, maybe, but we'll find out. So I charged Koopa in, and I believe he failed the charge into his rangers. And then my Mangler, wait, how's this going? Or it's his turn, right? It's his turn. What am I talking about? No, he moves everybody back. His guys rallied. I'm sorry. I'm totally lost right now. His guys rally. He tries to move around the Mangler. These guys are going to shot off shooting phase. Shooting phase, he goes ahead and shoots at the Mangler, and he misses. He needed like 6s to hit because he had move, long range, and then the Mangler's -1 to hit, blurry thing, and he just missed. He could not hit him. So the Mangler lives to fight another day, and it's going to start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins, turn 2. So I messed up the turn counter, by the way, in the middle of this game. Anyways, here we go, charging in. So the Chia Pet's going to charge into his warrior block. Now, I wasn't thinking about this entirely 100% clear. I was thinking, like, if my savages go into the Slayers that are skirmishing, they're on the hill where those white crosses are. That's technically where they're going to technically be at, because you can't really spread them out without them falling over. Anyways, so my savages are going to go ahead and charge in. They're going to charge into the fucking Slayers. I was hoping to hit them, kill him, overrun into the next combat, which would hopefully put him into where the Chia Pet's going. The Chia Pet's going into those warriors that are right there. I decide I'm going to charge Zod into those warriors right there on the hill. I decided to charge the trolls into his slayers. I want to say I wanted to charge him into the slayers. And then I had the giant going into the slayers, and then the Aurochs going into the miners. So what ends up happening is the giant fails, the trolls fail, everybody else gets in. Okay? The mangler goes through everybody. It goes through, like, look at him. He's lined up to go through everybody. Okay? So he goes ahead and he pops through everybody after the charges are complete. So, as you can see, this is everybody completed. I go through everybody. I died on the DT. Okay? So he only had 1 wound left. He's dead on the DT. That's fine. What damage did he do? He only killed 3 warriors and 3 more warriors. I am not kidding. He didn't do a wound to my own guys that were stuck in combat, and that was part of the problem, was the fact that he hit the unit with my general and my giant. So since he hit that unit, I'm like, I don't really care, because it's a hard possibility to wound my general, but he might fuck up my giant. But it doesn't matter, they have great weapons, so I might have a chance with the giant before that happens, right? So I go ahead and I go through, and I only kill 3 and 3, and that's nothing. That is nothing. I am literally going to take the mangler back out of my list, because I don't believe he is worth the squeeze. I just don't. I understand it could be like a denial. It could also be a distraction, but I feel like there's other possibilities I could go with. Over here, as you can see, my savages went in. I moved the I don't even know if I moved the freaking goblins in or not. Whatever. Trolls failed. Everybody else kind of moves up like so. The giant failed. Fucking A. So the goblins are going to start off our shooting phase. Shooting phase, I go ahead and I shoot off 4 slayers here. And we're going to go to close combat. Close combat, his fucking demon seeker destroys. Or I'm sorry, he doesn't destroy. He only did 1 wound to my champ in close combat in a challenge. I end up killing off, it looks like 7 of his dwarves. He ends up killing off, like, I don't know, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of my fucking savages. Holy flying fuck. Oh, that's horrible. Unfortunately, my biggest issue with this 1.2 and 1.3 changes has been the severe limit on orcs, on Ed Bashers. You know, the 30 as a cap is just killing me, and I'm gonna voice it out every fucking video. I'm sorry, I'm gonna voice it out every fucking video, because it's a bit different. It really does make this unit less of a threat. So, but I actually think I won combat, because he did 10 wounds. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds. Sorry, 9, 10. No, 10 wounds, and then he did 11 onto my champ. I ended up doing 7. I had a charge, 2 ranks, BSB, and a banner. So I believe I win combat by 1. I wasn't really counting, but I'm going to stick there for a round, and it really fucks me, because it allows him to charge in the next turn. Over here, close combat. Holy shit, did Zod and the freaking Chia Pet go to town. They ended up killing off 3, 6, 7 guys. He challenged with his champ, so my general had to kill him, and general only did like 2 to 3 wounds with him, or it might have maxed out, and then I got a thunderstomp, and holy crap, the thunderstomp, boom! Oh, fuck. Holy fuck, the thunderstomp took out like 6 more guys, or 5 more guys. That is disgusting! Holy crap. He loses combat, he sticks because of steadfast. I think I needed to kill like 5 more guys to break his steadfast, but he's gonna stick. Over here, close combat, A-Rock kills off, or Chicken Rock kills off 6 of the miners. There's 4 left. He ends up running, and this is what really fucks me, because I was trying to hope to actually stay on the table, turn facing the Slayers, and then do a counter charge on the following turn. But because of this situation right here, what ends up happening is he's gonna flee, and I have to overrun. Or I don't have to overrun, but I could try to restrain, but my restrain is on the leadership 6. So I fail that leadership 6 roll. My Chicken Rock is going to go chase them off the fucking table, and it leaves my giant there alone, and that really sucks. Holy crap, that really sucks. So I'm going to run off the table like so, and it's going to go ahead and start off his turn. Slayer Dwarfs turn 3. Slayer Dwarfs turn 3. He's charging in his Slayers into my Behemoth. He's charging in his block of Warriors into the flank of my Chia Pet. He's charging these guys into Koopa. I moved Koopa this way just to deal with these fucks because they're in my deployment zone and we're playing for the banner scenario. So they all get in, of course, right? These guys charge into the fucking Savages, and they could only touch tip to tip, but it was questionable. But the hill's kind of like, the hill was kind of like messing with us. It could go either way, but he ends up getting in here, and so yeah, he gets into Koopa, gets into my Savages, he gets into everybody. Basically, my Trolls don't do shit, and yeah, that's how it looks. So these guys popped up in the back. And shooting phase. Shooting phase is going to shoot his rangers in the distance into my Wolf Riders. They kill one. Over here, close combat. He could not touch Koopa. Koopa just did not care. Koopa killed 3 of them. He loses combat even though he has a charge and a banner. I did 3 wounds. He fucking sticks, which sucks. I mean, he's steadfast, but he sticks, and that sucks. This combat over here, holy shit. He did 2 wounds onto the Shadow Behemoth, okay? So I rolled the dice to see what attack the giant gets, and the giant rolls a 6, which is a 2d6 swing with the club. 2d6 hits, right? So I go ahead and I do it, and I roll the 2d6 and I get 12. I'm like, holy shit, I'm gonna hit them all, right? I go ahead and I'm like, well, I do all the hits. Now when I'm going for the wounds, I decide I'm going to roll the dice now and for the Thunder Stomps just to get it all ahead of the time, right? And he goes, go for it. So I go ahead and I roll it, and I get a 6. I got fucking 18 hits on this fucking unit. Oh, shit. Holy shit. Kill off 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guys out of 18 hits. Well, 6 auto wounds, or 6, auto hits, I mean, but the rest I had to do the hits with. But he ends up doing the You're Coming With Me, and he racks up 5 wounds onto the giant. The giant is still alive for one more round. He's obviously hitting with the one that's giving him the initiative boost. So, he's doing extra hand weapons. But holy crap, that giant snapped. I actually like how much damage output that was for the point cost of the giant. And I'm actually probably going to contemplate just keeping the giants around for a bit, even though I did like the double spiders. I do feel like the double spiders offers a great threat, but I feel like the double giants with the spider could be fun too. Like I said, right now I'm playing for fun. Over here, his general wipes the floor with my giant. His general hits me, wounds me, does 3 wounds, and those 3 wounds do D3 wounds onto my monstrous monster thing. And he ends up just destroying my fucking giant. My general kills off a couple of his chumps, but it did not matter. He has a charge. He has X amount of wounds. He beats me by big time. My general is going to flee, and he flees this way, which really puts me in a bad spot. At this point, right now, I'm like, well, fuck it, I lost, because now my counter charge with my trolls is not going to happen because they're going to be stupid. My savages are stuck in combat. They're not going anywhere, and my general's fleeing, and yeah. Over here, close combat, he challenges with his fucking demon lord. I decide I'm going to take it with my BSB, because I'm like, well, why the fuck not? I had like a black orc BSB. I think I had a 5 aboard. I don't know if I actually did or not. I don't remember. Nope, this guy just fucking wiped the floor. He did like fucking 6 wounds or some shit crazy. He did like, I think 7 attacks, like 6 wounds. I'm like, motherfucker, man. He destroyed my BSB. This right here has also gave me the idea that I gotta stop taking the BSB in the unit of savages, because the savages aren't packing a punch like they used to. I think if I use them, I'm going to use them similar to the way of the Mangler Squigs, or not Mangler, the Squig herd, the Nasher herd, excuse me, where I could just take them enough where I'm just going to use them as an attacking block. They're not really meant to be what they used to be anymore, because they're not going to be able to hold the BSB alive. There's not too many bodies so far. I think out of 4 or 5 games I played of 1.2 and 1.3, the BSB has died ever since this rule change. So I'm just like, BSB probably shouldn't be in there. I probably should put it in the unit of goblins. He goes in and kills off a bunch more of my savages. My savages run. He chases my savages. I don't think I killed enough of his. I did kill a couple of his slayers. I think I wiped out the one unit, but he's gonna chase me, and he ends up wiping out all my savages. And it's gonna start off my turn. I want to say it's my turn. My turn. Orcs and goblins. It should be turn 3. I accidentally turned the dial too far, so yeah. And this actually shortens our game because I fucked this up. But not that it really mattered. So my trolls are stupid. They stumble forward. My chicken rock comes back on the table. I leave the boar boys back because I'm figuring I might need to use them to get into the general's bunker to turn off his D3 weapon. And my general rallies. Thank God. And my guys just turn around. Over here, I release my fanatic because I have to. And I go ahead and I throw him through this unit of slayers. Only kill off one slayer. Over here, close combat. He ends up killing my giant. My giant ends up killing off 2 of his slayers. And then I think I try to shoot some slayers. No, I think he just turned around. Never mind. Let's go start off his turn. Should be technically Dwarven Slayers. Turn 4. Turn 4. He's going to charge his Demon Seeker, who has 2 wounds on him. Oh, I did that with shooting phase. Shooting phase, I shot the fuck out of that guy. I was like, ha, he's naked. I'm going to shoot him with bows. And I tried to, and I only did 2 wounds. He goes ahead and he charges into my general, and I was like, go ahead and bring it, man. Bring it. Over here, he charges it to the flank of my chicken rock, and then over here, he charges into my trolls. He double charges into my trolls. When he charged the first one, I was like, oh, this is going to be awesome. He's giving me a free unit. When he charges the second one, I was like, son of a bitch, he's gonna have a flank. Over here, he shoots my freaking fanatic because he just didn't like him, and that's how it looks. He decides he's gonna shoot my goblins because he had no other real targets to shoot, so he shot and killed 1 goblin. And then over here, Koopa finally fucking killed those fucks. Over here, he decides to attack my chicken rock, and my chicken rock ends up killing off 5 of his slayers, only 5. The Thunderstomp was pathetic. The fucking goblins killed 1, and the spider only killed 2. He ends up going ahead and attacking, and I don't think he did. He did 4 wounds onto my spider. Oh well. Over here, close combat. I only kill off 1 slayer, and I kill off 11 of his fucking dwarf warriors. I'm trying to kill his dwarf warriors. He only did 2 wounds onto my trolls. Actually, was it 11? It was. I'm remembering it wrong. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did 8 wounds. I have a rank, so I'm at 9. He has 2 wounds, a charge, a big flank, a downhill, a banner. What the fuck else did he have? Oh, he did more wounds. He did the "You're coming with me." There it goes. I don't know where he came with. Or no, excuse me. He did the great weapons last. I'm sorry. That's what the picture was. The first picture was I attacked, killed off his guys. He did the slayers did 2 wounds, and then his warriors go, and his warriors ended up killing off 2 of my trolls. I lose combat by not by much, but enough for them to fucking run. He chases, he kills with his slayers. My trolls are off the fucking table. My fucking boar boy stick. He goes ahead and he swings at my general. He misses. I go ahead and I swing at his demon seeker. I miss. So he has a charge. I roll the dice. My fucking general runs again. God damn it! And actually, no. We looked at it, and I stuck. He had a charge and a downhill maybe, and I stuck on a leadership 7 or some shit like that. I think he did 2 wounds. I don't remember. So we're going to start off turn 4. Orcs and goblins. So I'm going to charge these guys in because why the fuck not? I'm already dead. I already looked at it. I'm like, I lost this game. I'm going to charge it to those warriors. My fucking fanatic comes back towards my goblins here. I'm going to go ahead and shoot at his slayers, kill off 2 of his slayers, finish off his slayers over on this side, and then my general finishes off his slayer here. He ends up putting on 2 wounds onto my general, and over here, close combat, I end up killing off 3 of these guys, 2 of them on the left. I reform to a wide formation just to block, I don't know, to be an ass. I don't know why I did this. His turn 5. He's going to charge into my chicken rock here. He starts moving these guys around this way, shoots at my fucking fanatic, kills my fanatic. And then over here, I decide, since I'm initiative 4, I'm going to throw all my attacks, every fucking attack I have, from my chicken rock onto his general. I got 4 wounds off. He armored and ward saved 3 of them. I only did 1 wound, and it was not the multi-wounder. Alright. Over here, close combat, he ends up killing off my freaking chicken rock, and over here he ends up killing off a couple boar boys. My general charges in on my turn, and I call the game here. We rolled it out anyways just to see where it would have went. My general kills a couple of his slayers, not enough. He doesn't put a wound onto my general, and I would win combat, but doesn't do a goddamn thing. Excuse me, I need to yawn. Anyways, that's that. That is that. It's a massive dwarven victory. I do have my general alive. I do have the boar boys alive, and Koopa alive, and the goblins alive. But I just did not have enough output in the other phases. Mike Hernandez has mentioned this to me time and time and time again about this list. He said, I don't have enough threats in the other phases. I don't have war machines and I don't have magic. So contemplating trying pyromancy out to try to see how that works. But we'll see. I'm not entirely sure. Guys, I'm very sorry for the buzzing in the background. I don't know why it's buzzing. It's been buzzing the last couple videos I've done, and all I get is people bitching, the fucking buzzing, blah, 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 blah. And currently I have a troll that's been watching my videos. He doesn't even have a real YouTube name, and the guy just likes to bitch about just everything to bitch about, which I find hilarious. It's probably somebody I know, just being an asshole. Anyways, oh, it's 3 o'clock. I gotta work out already. Anyways, guys, so I have a couple questions for you. Number 1 is, I am throwing a tournament in literally 3 weeks, and I was wondering what you guys may think is a good scenario. If you've ever played a good scenario, a fun scenario, or a different kind of scenario at a tournament by wherever you are at, please throw me some ideas. I want to know some good ideas on what kind of scenarios I could use for the objectives. I do want to keep it close to the book, so like, you know, hold your ground, capture the flag, all those kind of rules I still want to apply. But if you have like a twist to it, that would be great, you know. That would be interesting and fun. Like I said, right now I'm outside of the competitive mindset, so anything that sounds fun, I might just do. I'm hoping that if we have one odd man out, I'm going to go ahead and play in the Gauntlet myself, and you will see the games from that. But if we do not have an odd man out, I will probably just be the TO coach or ref, whatever. And I probably won't be able to play, but I will definitely give you guys updates on what's going on, as well as probably just give you guys some like video outtakes, like I did for ETC. So besides that, my list itself, I had fun even though I lost. I had fun regardless, and I'm thinking of just switching my list around. I'm getting rid of the Mangler. I don't want to get rid of the Wolf Riders, but I don't know what to do with them because they're not in core anymore. And since they're not in core, I don't really have a usable chaff. So I am thinking of, and I just kind of want those points, but I am dropping the BSB out of the Savage unit. There's just no point of putting a BSB in there when they're that damn squishy. And I do think that I need to put them in a better bunker that's just going to sit back and just hold points. So I do like the double giants and the spider. I was contemplating, since they changed the points around, doing a double spider, one giant. But then when I thought about it, what ends up happening, and this is a really interesting idea for what I was doing, if I drop the Mangler and I keep it 2 giants, 1 spider, I could actually get a herd of Nashers, and it gives me another usable unit on the table, which is interesting, which I found like really kind of cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and play with a couple ideas and a couple of whatever. But if you guys have, you know, like I mentioned earlier, if you guys have a good understanding for how orcs are good in this edition, please throw them my way. I would like to hear that. I've mentioned it a couple times to a couple different people, and I know this is like blasphemy coming out of my mouth, the green skin general here. But I was contemplating going to Warriors of the Dark Gods, just because they kind of play to my playstyle right now. They have good initiative, good weapon skill, good strength, good damage output, and you don't need to rely on magic. And they don't have fucking nerfs where you could only take a shitty amount of naked warriors. You would have actually a good amount of warriors with armor on. I would hope you guys see that. I hope whoever fucking is in the council that makes the rules would see that. Oh wow, you only limited their Ed Bashers to 30 because they always play the fucking naked ass Ed Bashers running around. Fucking warriors get more love. Sorry, I'm just venting. But I'm glad I put up a video. I'm glad I made a video. I'm going to go ahead and try to play a game this weekend. Probably get a game against Ian or Todd or even Fergus. Fergus has mentioned coming out to play and get some games in before the Gauntlet. But we will see what happens. And if you guys are interested in the Gauntlet, you got 3 weeks to go. Just sign up, send in a list, get your asses there, and we'll have a good time. There is an ambulance award. There is an award for getting last place, and it is called the Ambulance Award. And I will definitely give whoever wins that a toy ambulance. But besides that, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm just kind of rambling. Guys, I hope you enjoyed what I showed you. And if you guys have any ideas, please throw them in the comment section below. And I'll attempt to try to make more videos for you guys. But I'm not going to lie. My comic book idea has been taking a lot of my time and attention. So it's kind of going half and half. I don't want to be spread too thin, but I definitely want to still continue this hobby. I do love the hobby. I do love the friends I've made, and I do love your guys' interaction online towards this game. So anyways, like I said earlier, I gotta work out. I'm gonna fucking kill my legs. See you later. Take care. Peace.